Hi there, Angela Raspass, your guide to a wholehearted business and life. And what I'd like to talk to you about this week is the idea of closing the gap. Now, by closing the gap, what I mean is that you're looking at things that need to happen in your business that you perhaps don't have the skill set for. You don't have the experience, the expertise, or even the desire to do this particular task or tasks, but nevertheless, they need to take place in your business to move you forward. Well, the first thing, the biggest message here is you do not have to do it all yourself. Now, I know us women in particular are so accustomed to multitasking and juggling so many balls in the air that we just naturally assume that in our business we need to take care of everything as well. Well, the good news is you don't have to do it. Reality is we don't always have the budget to run out there and hire people left, right and centre, but we can certainly make some good decisions with key areas in our business where that extra help and that investment ultimately in ourselves is really worthwhile. Now, I really want to get across the idea here that you are not broken. This is nothing about fixing things that, you don't have the ability, and it's nothing to do with that. It's making good business decisions as to where to use your skills and talents and where to invest in somebody else's. So the very first step that you need to take when it comes to closing the gap is to do a personal SCOT analysis, not a SWOT analysis, and I'll explain why. A SCOT analysis means that you look at your strengths, your challenges, the opportunities in your business, and the possible threats that could impact negatively on you. Big difference there between a SWOT, where the W stands for weakness. Don't like thinking like that, much prefer to think in positive notes. So yes, you will have some challenges that you need to fix, and that's what this exercise is all about. Once you've done your SCOT analysis and worked out the areas where you recognise you need to close a gap in terms of your skills and expertise, then it's a case of prioritising. So that's step 2. Prioritising which are the gaps that you could close that will have the most impact on your business, and thinking about that immediate impact as well as the long-term impact, and working out which are the priorities that you want to work on first and foremost. Then the third step, once you've gone through that system, is to work out who are you going to get to help you close those gaps. And that's where reaching out to your community, to your network, to your mastermind buddies, etc., will help you get recommendations on people to work with. Now, I'm not just talking here because this is actually something that I've experienced even just today myself. A couple of weeks ago, I spoke at an event, and as a result of that event, I'm going to be running a workshop shortly in Sydney. Now, I put together, did my best to create a press release. Now, I'm not a bad communicator, but it is not my forte. It is a gap, a skill gap that I could recognise needed to be closed. So rather than spend the next 2 or 3 hours desperately trying to polish this press release, I put my hand up and said, hey, I need some help here. Who can help me close that gap? And started working with a press release expert who polished it and made it look and sound fantastic, much better than I ever could. Another example is, for this particular workshop, I'm wanting 10 bums on seats, so to speak. Now, Facebook advertising is a key area to help promote and make that happen. But do I really understand how to do Facebook advertising? Is it the best use of my time to actually figure it all out and work how it all goes together? Absolutely not. Hand up again. Here's a skill gap that needs closing. My talents are better used in another area. Who can help me? These two wonderful women that are taking care of those parts of my business are helping me reach both a short-term priority, which is filling the workshop, and a long-term priority, which is ultimately lifting my profile in the marketplace. So those sort of exercises and steps are exactly what you can go through as well. Small investments, but they allowed me to free up my time so I can use my own skills where they are best paid off, which is creating the content for this particular workshop. So that's the message today for you. Have a look and see with your own personal SCOT analysis, where are the gaps that you need to close in your business? How can you put up your hand and say, I'd like some help here, and to find the people who can help you close those gaps with expertise and a lack of stress so you can get on with building your wholehearted business. So I'd love to hear your thoughts below this video. Have you closed the gap? Have you put your hand up and said, hey, I need help, and invested in yourself so you can achieve your business objectives? I'm Angela Raspass, your guide to a wholehearted business and life, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.